the Duchess of Sussex seems to be working far from the spotlight on her next profitable projects. Following the release of the biographical six-part Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan, the Duchess has taken a step back from the public eye in recent weeks. While Prince Harry sat down for several interviews to promote his memoir Spare, the 41-year-old remained silent and has only been spotted attending, among other Hollywood A-listers, the renewal of the wedding vows between Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. However, commentator Camilla Tominey suggests that, while publicly silent, she is likely working behind the scenes on her next big move. Ms. Tominey mentioned reports suggesting the Sussexes are now working with venture capitalist and entrepreneur Adam Lilling. The Duchess has also been linked to Gordon Getty, following reports they were seen having lunch together. Royal expert Ms. Tominey discusses suggestions of rom-coms, feel-good and light-hearted programs being on the Sussex agenda. The commentator wrote in the Daily Telegraph, "So while she may have taken a step back from the spotlight, behind the scenes, Meghan appears to once again be on maneuvers." Follow this live blog for updates on the royal family events Meghan may end up having last laughed despite excoriating criticism. 09:26 1 hour ago 17:08 Lauren Welch King Charles suffers blow as Adele and another A-list star turn down coronation. King Charles has suffered another blow ahead of his coronation concert as two global musicians turned down invitations to perform. Adele and Ed Sheeran were reportedly asked to play at the event on May 7 , but both musicians have been forced to pull out due to prior commitments. The pair will not be at the Windsor Castle concert, which is scheduled for the day after the new king is crowned at Westminster Abbey, the Mail on Sunday reports. However, Sheeran's representatives have since confirmed to Express.co.uk that the Shape of You singer was never approached to take part in the King's coronation. Here 4 hours ago 13:50 Alice Scarcy Prince Louis has special nickname for grandfather King Charles inspired by late Queen. The children of Prince William and Kate, Princess of Wales, have an adorable yet unusual nickname for their grandfather, King Charles III. Prince Louis, Prince George and Princess Charlotte reportedly call Charles Grandpa Wales in a nod to his former title of Prince of Wales, which he held before becoming king. It is thought that the nickname was inspired by the children's late great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, who reportedly called her own grandfather King George V Grandpa England. Read the full story here. 5 hours ago 12:57 Alice Scarcy Prince Harry faced with complicated decision of whether or not to attend coronation. Prince Harry and Meghan are reportedly conflicted over how the public might receive their attendance at King Charles I's coronation. Sources close to the couple fear they would be accused of snubbing their family if they failed to attend, but could be booed by onlookers if they did. Aware it would be the most important day of his father's life, the Duke, 38, would ideally like to be by his side on the day. Prince Harry also wants to save the broken relationship with his family, The Telegraph wrote. One friend told the newspaper, "It's complicated. There are a million different variables. Anybody could understand the predicament." Read the full story here. 7 hours ago 11:24 Alice Scarcy Charles much deeper problem covered up by Harry book as royal family on precipice. Clive Irving, author of The Last Queen and royal columnist at the Daily Beast, claimed Prince Harry's memoir is not in any way a threat to the royal family. He said, "In fact, I think the reverse. I think the book served to cover up what is really a much deeper problem for the whole family." Appearing on an episode of the Royally Obsessed podcast last week, Mr. Irving pondered how long the British monarchy might have in an ever-changing, ever-modernising Britain. They're increasingly out of sync with what's going on in the country, and the mood of the country, and this particularly is a problem for the king. The monarch, the author added, is almost standing over the edge of the precipice, looking down to a completely unknown future for both the monarchy and the country. Read the full story here. 8 hours ago 10:26 Alice Scarcy Meghan and Harry's conversation with royals at coronation to be kept to the weather. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will most likely attend the coronation later this year, albeit in a strictly limited role, according to a royal expert. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Richard Fitzwilliam said conversations between royal family members and the Sussexes will be kept to the weather, as he believes the firm can't trust the Sussexes for a moment. The commentator said, "We do know they are going to be invited, that does seem to be so. As to whether or not they'll come, the answer is probably yes, because, remember, they only get their work because they're royals. As a result, they have to be seen to be involved in some form. I would think other members of the family will keep discussions with them to the weather. We know the background to this and it is not a happy one." Read the full story here. 9 hours ago 09:26 Alice Scarcy Meghan may end up having last laugh despite excoriating criticism. The Duchess of Sussex seemingly took a step back from the public eye in recent weeks, during which she and Prince Harry received at times blistering criticism for their allegations and attacks against the royal family. Most recently, they were lampooned by the authors of satirical cartoon South Park, in which the Prince of Canada and his wife, reminding heavily of the Duke and Duchess, asked for privacy while seeking public attention. But royal commentator Camilla Tominey argued Meghan may just be working behind the scenes to prepare for her next big and profitable project. Analyzing recent reports, the commentator wrote in the Daily Telegraph, "So what is the next stage of the Duchess's own journey? The appointment of a Hollywood venture capitalist who is famed for making millions of dollars for celebrities would appear to hold the clue." It was previously reported the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had tied links with investor and entrepreneur Adam Lilling, introduced to them by US TV host Ellen DeGeneres. The Duchess was also linked to Gordon Getty, a San Francisco billionaire, Ms. Tominey wrote. She added, "So while she may have taken a step back from the spotlight, behind the scenes, Meghan appears to once again be on maneuvers." Finally, Ms. Tominey noted the attention a new Instagram account is receiving as people are convinced it may be the Duchess. The account has so far no content and, while its profile picture initially had a never-before-seen childhood photo of Meghan, it now represents a pink dahlia, a possible nod to Doria Ragland's endearing nickname for the Duchess, Flower. What is leading people to think this marks the Duchess' return to Instagram is the fact the account name is simply @Meghan, a first-name luxury normally only celebrities can afford. Among other clues leading to think Meghan may be working behind the scenes on her next big project is the report Archewell Productions, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex video production arm, is going to focus on feel-good and light-hearted programs. She wrote, "Yet with yet more money-making schemes on the horizon, lesser spotted Meghan may end up having the last laugh. All the way to the bank." 9 hours ago 08:46 Alice Scarcy Meghan and Harry a double-edged sword for organizations after attacks at royal family. Meghan and Prince Harry present a double-edged sword conundrum for organizations who may be thinking to seek their support, according to a royal commentator. Broadcaster and royal expert Jonathan Sacerdoti believes the fact that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex receive acres of press represents a plus for organizations who want to spotlight their causes. At the same time, the criticism and claims raised against the royal family by the Sussexes over the past years have negatively affected their image among many, and may reflect badly also on brands who tie links with them. Mr. Sacerdoti told Express.co.uk, because of who they are and for the way they operate, they do guarantee acres of press coverage for virtually anything they talk about or do. It's a double-edged sword for a brand, especially if it's a social cause or issue or a charity, whether they want the massive attention that will come with the Sussexes' involvement, which would be a good thing for the brand, but the possible downside is that it could attach the wrong sort of values to a cause. Read the full story here. 10 hours ago 07:52 Alice Scarcy. King Charles delivers brutal burn to Harry over coronation demand. Royal expert claims King Charles III has delivered a brutal burn to Prince Harry, a royal expert has claimed, after allegedly ruling out a face-to-face meeting with his youngest son prior to his coronation in May. A friend of His Majesty allegedly told the Daily Beast that he adores Harry and wants him to be at the royal ceremony. However, the friend added, but he has a coronation to organize. He simply won't have the time to organize a special meeting with Harry. Daniela Elser, a royal commentator for news.com.au, claimed the refusal for a pre-coronation meeting amounted to a brutal snub for the US-based Duke. She wrote, Charles has reportedly refused to blink in the transatlantic showdown he is currently locked into with Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and won't be acceding to his bolter of a son's #1 demand. The simple reason? Charles is too busy. Ooh, burn indeed. Read the full story here. 10 hours ago 07:45 Alice Scarcy. Good morning from London. I'm Alice Scarcy. I'll be bringing you all the latest developments on the royal family. Please feel free to get in touch with me as I work. If you have a story or tips to share, your thoughts are always welcome. Email alice.scarcy@reachbook.com.
Good.